discuss matters that pertain to the business of this city. We ask for your wisdom, your grace, your mercy, and your endurance in our lives, that we too might show a love for one another, but also a love for you in everything we think or say or do. Now we ask that you would grant to us a wisdom about our relationship with you through your Son Jesus, and let that serve as a way of you drawing us close to you. Thank you most of all for Jesus, and it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, meeting is called to order at 6:01. Thank you, Russ.
Bob Brooks. Doreen
Here.
Klaus. Here. Mark Shaw.
Here.
Ira Hawkins.
Here.
Okay, the first item on the agenda is approval of the agenda as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Okay, Doreen's made a motion to approve the agenda,
Second.
and Ira seconded. All those in favor? Motion carries. The second item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the July 9th, 16th, and 29th meeting and 2 special sessions.
I'll make a motion we approve all the minutes that are supplied to us tonight.
Second.
Doreen's made a motion that we approve the minutes from the 3 sessions, and Mark has seconded. All those in favor? Motion carries 4-0. Okay, first item is old business, information on the school drop-off line. All right, since this was, I've put a paper with a diagram on you guys' things, and you guys have a couple over there if you guys want to look at them. So this was brought up at a council meeting near the end of school. We decided to wait until school started again to get it all figured out. So I've been talking with Seth Johnson, the superintendent of schools for East Newton, and we got together a couple of days ago and had a meeting. We walked the ground. He and his administrators for the school and his assistant superintendent watched our council meeting, and then they had their own meeting prior to us meeting down there in the parking lot. I talked to Chief Williams and got his input for flow of traffic, and then when we walked the parking lot and drove the routes, the East Newton's position is they do not want to change anything in the procedure for parent pickup. So what that means for us is making it as convenient as possible for our residents to understand the flow for parent pickup, and to try to take out any barriers to that understanding that we could. So once we got out there and walked and drove it, we decided on doing an education campaign to educate everybody on exactly what the procedures are for parent pickup. It's actually done, and I'll forward it to everybody, but he sent it to me like an hour before the meeting, a video their communications department put together, where the principal for the school is actually driving the route and talking people through exactly where to go and how to get there, and how to go through the parent pickup line. I made this flow diagram. This flow diagram is going to go in the newsletter along with some verbiage on exactly what they're supposed to do. It's also going to be posted to the city website. One point of contention, or not contention, but one point that was kind of confusing was, you'll see at the north end of the parking lot, the actual one-way doesn't start until the east side of the parking lot entrance. And there was some confusing signage, which is on your second page. What people were commenting about was there was a small one-way do not enter sign prior to the parking lot that was keeping some people from going into the parking lot. So that signage on the pole was removed today. The city's going to put up a new "Do Not Enter" sign that's easier to read because that one's getting faded. It's up. Okay, so it's already up. And then we've also got a small, track hurdle sized road barrier. What do you call it? Barricade that we're going to put right there by that sign that the parent pickup teachers are going to drag out into the street whenever they're doing drop off or pickup actively, and provide another barrier so that people don't drive through that area. If you got one.
Right now it has a sign attached to it. I can get Ira to make a note, do not enter like.
I would put "Do Not Enter" because the one way should be on the other end. Yeah,
Right.
so. Okay, so I think that with all of that education that we're going to put out, that everybody should, they're going to send out they're going to post it to their website with the diagram, and they're also going to put the video and the diagram out in a blast to all parents from the district. So if they don't get it in our newsletter, they'll get it through a district email, and it'll be available on our website and their website, and hopefully there won't be any issues. Oh, and Chief will have an officer there for the first 2 weeks of parent pickup and drop off. Barring any other calls, we will have an officer up there to deconflict for the first couple of weeks to make sure there's not any issues. But we're gonna, in the verbiage, I'm gonna put coming in from the east. You can see the red. We're gonna try and get people not to come in from those directions, because that's where the consternation happens. Is people feeling that people are jumping the line by coming in from the other direction. So we're going to encourage people to go around and use the proper flow, and see if that works out. So I wanted everybody to get that and understand what was being done. Since there's no changes being done to any traffic patterns or anything, this is just information only. Any comments? Questions?
Nope, I appreciate you taking care of it.
Okay. And the school board or the superintendent is 100% on board with all of that, so we're not going to make them mad either. Okay, moving on to new business, bills to pay, balances on hand.
What's the petty cash for equipment for kitchen?
We had purchased a stove for City Hall, and it was in our budget.
In this kitchen? In this, your,
Yeah, we think we'll probably move it over to PD's when we get the stairs done, but their kitchen's not done yet.
okay.
So that gives us one here in the building.
You bought a stove? Oven? Range? What?
Arranged.
Okay.
Speaking of which, though, down the road, she's talking about putting stuff over in the PD. The plan is, we can talk about this, right? Is that we're going to put the council meeting room over in the large room in the PD, so that when we have closed sessions or meetings,
A little more private?
we go over there to have them, and they're going to move the stuff out of that meeting room and put it into their, what's a gym now, right? Okay, so that's down the road, but that's coming.
I think this is a question for Jim with the gas leak detector. Was that 2 detectors or? It was?
Yes.
Okay, perfect,
I got 2 of them listed, I was originally quoted for 1.
absolutely. All right, thank you.
I have no comments.
Make a motion, we approve the bills to pay and balances on hand.
Okay, Doreen's made a motion that we approve bills to pay and balances on hand.
Second?
And Iris seconded. All those in favor? 4-0, motion carries. All right, next item of business is department head reports. Hey, Tim, talk about your meeting that you had here last night or night before.
We had a gas service meeting for the city and the fire department. Spire came down and put it on. One was at 2 o'clock for city employees, safety, and the other one was at 6 o'clock for my firemen that work the day. It informed them of several stuff, not the city guys so much, but the fire side of it.
Was it good training?
Yes. You got to see Sandra get scared, but
Is that something we do annually, or was that like something that was just?
We try to, yeah.
Okay.
We're public service commission. I'm going to have a word liaison with my police and fire department. Do a little training, teaching the basic characteristics of natural gas. And fire officers, just for free.
And Tim, what was the splash pad meeting you went to?
That's not a meeting, that's when we, Old Mining Town Days.
That's when they did the.
Oh, just a fire hydrant thing?
Yeah, that fire hydrant.
Looks like we got how construction resources homes down at the bottom.
Yeah, no, that's good. I saw him, I saw that they cleared it off. I don't know, did they put pads in yet?
He's short on the infrastructure now.
Good. Did, is Cole, are they moving, is people bought those houses yet, or is he gonna sell it? Is he selling them yet, or?
I don't know, they're, hoping to get rid of the fibers that have been out there and he's gonna try to get, and moving on to that house across the street, he ready for water to treat it. We've got another gentleman working on a deal, on a 10-acre deal, he's talking possibly 30 homes, so.
Within city limits?
Yeah, where's that at?
Between, Old Cemetery and Williams Road.
Does anybody have any other questions for the department heads?
I don't.
How's the water system progressing?
I've been rather surprised with how little garbage going in,
Mm-hmm.
but they've done a pretty good job.
Have they completed any sections?
Yeah, I think next week they're gonna highway some services from Lake Ridge out to Navigation.
Okay,
That way we can get the natural water wall down, fix the highway taken care of.
yeah.
So the water pressure, though, won't improve until the new tower's there? Is that correct, or the water pressure will get better?
Improve a whole lot, but boy, just part of our big problem is we're running out of water. You know, just like we had after Mark first moved in his house, he had pressure till you turned on the 2
So the actual water, the replacement of the lines will help with all that right off the bat? Okay. I didn't figure that the pressure would increase until the new water tower went up. That's good.
And the pressure will increase, will be minimal with the new water tower, since it will be the same altitude as the other tower.
Okay.
Can we check the water lines at the ballpark?
Over that one possible leak?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know I've got 6 weeks of league games starting on Tuesday, but if that's a leak there, we've got to get it fixed because it's hindering, of course, the water system plus our ball fields. So if you don't mind putting that on your radar.
Yeah, we got a work order in there for it.
Okay, thank you.
Where's that leak at, Doreen?
Centerfield?
Right behind second base.
Wow.
There's a,
It's a big green patch of grass there.
You can tell where it's at? You can tell where it's at?
Big green piece of
Does
grass.
it need to be mowed?
If it's green.
Yeah.
There's a leak.
it's a water hazard in baseball.
Yeah.
Okay, any
I
other
have-
questions for
I have
department heads?
nothing else.
I'd entertain a motion.
Make a motion, we approve department head reports.
Doreen's made a motion that we approve department head reports,
Second.
and Mark seconded. All those in favor? 4-0, motion carries. All right, third item is a grant. Tim, you want to talk your grant?
Every year we get a chance to go for a 50/50 grant with the Conservation Department. I'd like to put in for it for new nozzles. It's supposed to use half the water to put out the same amount of fire. I've done extensive research on it. Our part would be, if we get the grant, our part would be $2,000. And that'd give us 3 nozzles.
And we would be getting how much in return for that? 4,000-ish?
Well, yeah, it's right at 4,000. You pay it up front, and City Hall sends them the bill and they reimburse half. So city's actual cost would be right at $2,000. And all of our city nozzles are older than when I started here,
So I guess what's on the table is, if we get a motion to approve him to apply for this grant, and if the council's willing to put in the $2,200 or the $22,000, it's, is it, how much is it?
It's right at
That's
4,000.
a square foot.
Total.
We paid 22 and they paid the ground, paid the difference, right?
But that's not an amount, that's a primary response area.
Oh, 22 people, sorry. Back here.
That's what I'm trying to
These two
find.
numbers that we can have, right here,
We want a motion.
the 2 nozzles is the 30.
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we allow Chief Murphy to apply for the grant, that the total project will not exceed $4,000.
Second.
Okay, Doreen's made a motion to approve Chief Murphy to apply for the grant. Total cost of the grant not to exceed $4,000. All those in favor? 4-0, motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, the RFP for the yearly auditor. I'll just try to talk it if you don't throw in. All right, so it's, usually we get a 3-year contract for our auditor to do the city audit every year, and it's due now. And I don't know, it's my thinking that we should send out, that we should ask for other people and try to get other people to put in bids for the auditor instead of just rolling with the same one, just because getting it from different people looks better from the outside, in my opinion. So the discussion is, I mean, I guess they could win it if they put in a request, but the motion would be for to approve us to send out requests for RFPs for an auditor, for a new one.
Well, I certainly don't mind putting that out for bids. That's probably a good procedure. But I also need to use caution in who you pick, because not everybody's the same.
No, and you guys
get a
you
bad-
guys will approve that as well. I mean, you'll get the, you guys will see the
Somebody
bids.
has to, like, say, make sure that these guys are on the up and up. Because they'll have to work with our office staff and this council.
I'm pretty sure we'll check with people they've worked with in the past, right? As part of the bid process?
Yes, and there are specific CPA firms that specifically do municipal audits. So we would send the request for proposals to those specific firms as well. to
So it
make
won't
sure
just be
that
a
they-
blanket, it will be, we
Right.
pick multiple and ask them
Right.
to bid it.
We would pick a minimum of 3, 4 to send the bid packet to.
Who is our current auditor?
Decker and, it used to be Decker and DeGood, now it's Decker and Pace.
Okay.
Should we even include them in the bidding process? Since we should have somebody else.
There's nothing that says that we can't do that. We just, to avoid any appearance of impropriety, I think they do a fine job.
It's hard to
But-
say open bid and say, but
Yeah.
except for you.
But how many years have they done this audit for us?
This is their second time, I think. I would need to check.
And who was the previous auditor?
We've had CPA Group, we've had Decker and DeGood, we've had now Decker and Pace, and then Taylor and Green. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're our fourth group since I've been here in the past 12 years.
Okay.
And I feel like they are thorough. I don't know that we have to exclude them, but that's up to the board.
I certainly don't think you can exclude.
Yeah.
Right.
And not pick them for a reason during the process maybe,
Yeah.
but not exclude them for bids. Okay, if anybody else have questions for Lana? Okay, I'd entertain a motion.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we approve Lana to send out RFPs to get some auditors.
Okay, Doreen's made a motion that we allow Lana to send out RFPs for a yearly auditor.
Second.
Ira has seconded. All those in favor? Okay, motion carries 4-0. All right, so you guys have the diagram there of the building that, you saw this before during the budget process. But we're wanting to get permission from the council to go ahead and pursue sealed bids so we can get that process started. Did you want to talk about it, Tim?
Well, that is one design. I talked to a guy today that said it would be cheaper if we didn't leave the one end open. And personally, I got thinking about that. We could always go back and put another door in there if we decided to. But yeah, he said it would cost more doing the 40-foot overhang than it would be to enclose all of it.
Okay, so when you send out your bid notices, would you just include both options and get both options from
Yes,
whoever's gonna
right.
bid the jobs?
Okay.
I did have people come look at the pad to make sure that the pad was worthy, they could build on it. And both of them said, yes, the pad, they could build on our existing pad.
And so you're talking about enclosing all sides on that extra little,
Yeah, he said it'd be cheaper than leaving.
but you're
it
gonna
open.
store, you're gonna have stuff in there, right? You're gonna put a truck in there. So how do you
Yeah.
get, how you gonna get it out?
Well, we can go through the one door, it would be big enough.
So it's gonna be open, the whole thing's gonna be open then?
Yes,
A 40-foot opening, you'd almost need I-beams and iron and.
That's what you're talking about.
Yes, and that does get expensive.
Well, what was the reason for leaving that open anyhow in the first place?
We got to save money.
and we can park the yellow truck
I
under
see.
there and keep the jail, but if they enclose it, we have to knock the jail down.
It was to keep an overhead cover
You're
over
gonna do
the
it
old.
at that jail.
It was to keep overhead cover over the old trucks without
Yeah.
breaking the bank, but it sounds like we're gonna break
But
the
if you're
bank.
not- there's no water in it, it doesn't matter. They don't wanna break the bank, so they're gonna close it in.
So is this design, will it cover the concrete pad that's already in place?
Yes.
That's what it's, okay.
That's what it says.
Okay.
That, I mean, I can get you other design, that's my personal design, so.
And you the guys who put in bids are gonna have some say in
Absolutely.
what they can do and we'll see the blueprints when they get done with the bids, right?
Right, right.
And this is just gonna be the shell?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Any heating and air units at all? Mini
Mini
splits?
splits.
Just heat.
you won't need air, you'll just need heat in the winter.
Okay.
And we'll have to do insulation.
Right.
And that'll be all included in the bid, correct?
No,
Why
the
not?
companies I've talked to will not put insulation in.
So the bid will be just for the shell and we'll have to get another bid for the installation.
And I think at one time we talked, we done the spray, it was 15.
Well, that's
If we
some,
do the bubble wrap, me and Jim talked, it does have some R factor to it. We could personally go in and insulate.
We purchase the materials and our workers put the insulation in?
Right, we go that route.
have you ever used the bubble wrap stuff?
Jim's got it in his garage.
I got it. My shop.
That works good.
Yep.
So you're volunteering to help put it up? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Do the overhead too, let's just buy the insulation.
I mean, okay, so, but for today, all we're talking about is bids for, the building itself. So
If
Building and-
she's happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'd entertain a motion.
Make a motion to pursue sealed bids for the fire building.
Okay, Mark's made a motion that we allow Chief Murphy to pursue sealed bids for the fire department building.
I'll second it.
Bob seconded. All those in favor? 4-0, motion carries. All right, so the last one is a discussion about paying off the 2012 sewer bond. I'm going to let Lana talk that one.
I included our debt service schedule on the 2012 sewer bond. That is the old sewer bond. Does not include the new one. Anyway, we could pay that off now. It's $185,000. The savings on interest would be $6,955 by paying it off right now. There's no penalty. On the money that we have in the bank, we would make $6,013 by just leaving it in the bank. So I feel like the city would realize, $900. But I just feel like it would be in our best interest to go ahead and pay that bond off. We have the funds in normal money market accounts, so we could transfer the money over to pay those off. We do still have money in CDs that we could earmark as reserves for the current sewer project or wastewater treatment plant.
So just to summarize, those numbers that she circled on your, that's the amount that we have in the bank in the sewer fund. So we have more than enough to pay off the sewer fund or the sewer bond with that money. And it doesn't touch any of the CDs or reserves that we have for this. So we still can maintain our mandated reserves for the sewer department and pay off this bond. And like she was saying, in the end, we're only gonna end up making $1,000, but I mean, it's $1,000. There's no reason not to pay it off now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I would, unless you guys got questions for Lana.
Make a motion to pay off that old sewer bond as recommended by the administrator.
Second?
Okay, Ira's made a motion to go ahead and allow Lana to pay off the sewer bond, and Marcus seconded. All those in favor? 4-0, that motion carries. And I can't find my stinking thing now.
Oh, right there. Right here. That's it.
Okay, public comment time, if anyone signed up. Did Did you guys sign up? Were you guys here for a specific reason, or do you want to? Oh, okay.
Date night, perfect. Love it.
That's a good one.
We appreciate you choosing us for your date night.
Big spender there.
Okay, I would entertain a motion.
I make a motion, we dismiss.
Okay, Doreen's made a motion, we dismiss.
Second?
And I was seconded. All those in favor? Motion carries 4-0.